Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my live stream where we just shoot the shit. Last week I was not doing live stream, but I came back this week. Hope you guys can join, notice. Yeah. Yeah, it's been the same. Hiro has been not every night, but Hiro has been having a night terror. So I have to, he wakes me up in the middle of night. So yeah, hope I get through this. Anyways, how's your weekend? Oh, Marty, thanks for the super chat. Super chat already. Woo. ね。ちょっと I'm drawing up the blackboard first. But yeah. ね。guys. there was a TV show, Netflix show I was really, looking forward to. And it's out now. It came out a few days ago, I think. This 4 days ago. Yeah. It's called Ikusagami in Japanese. Japanese title is Ikusagami. English title is The Last Samurai Standing. Yeah. It's not Last Samurai. The Last Samurai Standing. That's the name of the show in English. Right. I was looking forward to it very much. Not just because it's got, Shogun vibes, but it's actually, to me, it's very different. But yeah, they really want to get the next samurai show kind of like title. So I can get it, but it's actually very different. So you're not gonna look at it as like, like they're mocking Shogun or anything. But it's really good. It's really good. I watched 2 episodes with Justin so far, and then we absolutely love it. Like there's no complaint. Like the writing is good so far. Character development is good so far. Acting and of all the factors, the best thing I like about the show is the action, right? Sword action. It's not just about swords even. Like there are so many like the story, right? Story is that they are playing a game. Like, and it's actually really as it is. The title is it's like a samurai survival game kind of concept. And there are not just formal samurais, but also like ninjas. There are some like, barbarians. なんかね。Yeah, and also like Ainu warrior とか like many like warriors come together and then they fight each other to survive, right? It's like kind of like a mixture of like Squid Game, Battle Royale, and Shogun come together kind of thing. It's very exciting, right? So if you don't know about the show, please take a look at it. It's on the Netflix. Last Samurai Standing. The Last Samurai Standing. So the main actor of this show is Okada Junichi Okada. He is an actor, but he's really good at action. So he's actually doing an action planner on that show, and acting as the main character. Yeah, he's really good at actions, and he knows, like, his action is in this show particularly. It's not really about like just swinging the sword around, you know. It's not just like sword action, but he like mix with some judo, aikido kind of techniques. So it's really like it's on top, like it. Wow, hands down, And he does that by himself. He's like Japanese Tom Cruise, He's got no stunt. He just does that by himself. Yeah. So, guys, it's a must see TV show if you love like Japan vibes, Japanese culture. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And the reason why he has all the knowledge of like all the bujutsu, right? Like a Japanese martial arts, that he's been hosting a TV show in NHK about, and he's inviting and introducing all kinds of Japanese martial arts. So he meets all these Japanese martial artists, like top of top Japanese martial arts masters, right? He's he's seeing right in front of him, right? So yeah, he's got all the knowledge from like Japanese martial arts nationwide, and then he's really like put it together at the show. I can see it. It's not just about can sword fighting, yeah. It's really good. Like, yeah. But anyways, I don't think it's like they are they doing are they advertising aggressively over there? Because in Japan it's like, yeah, they're advertising, but I don't know. But they almost, but they certainly want to be like international, like Shogun. So yeah. Anyways, Marty, thanks for the super chat. Hmm? I frozen. Oh, I was I was frozen, right? Sorry. I checked the streaming bitrate and stuff like that. Shouldn't happen. Maybe internet was off. But anyways, yeah. Thank you, Marty, for the support. Hey, Anonymous, Shadow, Victor, Anthony, Ryan, hello, Google, hi, Frankie. It's like Samurai Battle Royale. Yes, yes, exactly. Exciting, right? Yes, I have watched Shogun. It was great. I'm all for that vibes. Very traditional, culturally correct presentation. Teaser looks great. Yeah, it is. Like, yeah. Frank, welcome back. Cedric, welcome back. I like NHK Global. So NHK World だっけ? Yeah, they have the international channel, yeah. Gooseman Jr. Hello. How are you doing? Hope things have settled down a bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm surviving. Yeah. I'm a bear. Welcome back. Last been watching is Yamikin Ushijima-kun. Ushijima-kun ね. Haven't watched, but yeah, I know the concept. Japan and the Bears. Yes, Japan and the Bears. It's been bad, right? Right? You guys know that. Like, I think it's like it's been on the news, even internationally, so some of you guys probably know. But bears, bears are attacking people in Japan. Yeah. Even in like some of the areas in Tokyo, bears show up and attack people, eat people. Like, I'm not joking. They, now they want food, right? Because they sleep throughout the winter, so they want to eat so they don't die. So it's a survival mode for bears. Bears are doing survival thing. But seems like this year, not particularly, but especially this year, kana? It's been going on, but especially this year, they seem like they don't have much food in the mountain, so they come down to like human area and then stealing food or even attack and eat people. You know what I mean? Which is scary. So yeah, all the people who live like mountain area, they're really like be cautious. And then yeah, seen some videos about increased bears attacks. Yeah. It's a tourist spot. Everything is because of foreigner. Yeah. So there are like conspiracy, right? Like, oh, it's a global humans destroying the nature とか、あと some people say that's because of like Chinese solar panel. Chinese solar panels are like destroying Japanese mountains, and then just for money they are destroying the mountains and then putting so many like solar panels, calling it like environment friendly, but it's actually like Chinese company getting more money kind of thing, and then government gets like incentive. I mean, which is not like completely wrong. There are places that you know got it's got so many solar panels, and then people don't like about that. But the reason, the reason bears like attacking people is not solar panels. you know. The first thing is that okay. The main reason is we lack hunters. We don't have many hunters to hunt down bears, right? They used to have many hunters, and then they were protecting the village and cities, towns around the mountain. But there aren't so many hunters anymore, right? That's why so many bears are, hanging around, and then the food competition is becoming higher among them. And then, some of the bears who couldn't get enough food, they come down to Japanese というか、human area, and then try to get food there, right? So yeah, if you have the hunting skill, Japan will be very appreciated, probably, right? Uh, so you can hunt bears, and then people like you can be a hero here. uh, it's that kind of time. But why? You know, why? It's like, oh, poor bears. Hunters are hunting bears. I mean, I get it, but it's actually, important to get the balance, right? To separate human area and bear area. But like about hundreds year ago, about 100 years ago, right? Japanese wolves were hunting bears, right? They were on the top of, nature hierarchy, Japanese wolves. And then they were eating bears. So the balance was just, it was just fine as it is. But government at the time gave the order to destroy Japanese wolves because Japanese wolves were like, I think Japanese wolves are like eating human food and stuff like that. So they didn't like about that. So they hunt down wolves, Japanese wolves, Nihon okami, Japanese wolves. So yeah, but so hunters hunt down the Japanese wolves. So now we don't have Japanese wolves anymore. They were distinct, distinct. そうそう。After that, hunters were hunting down bears, instead of wolves, right? But now that we don't have many hunters, bears, just too many bears in Japan. So the balance is not good anymore. Yeah, なんか, yeah, nature, you know what I mean? Frank, thanks for the super chat. Yeah, lots of bears in Japan right now. Pretty 面白い, right? To you. Okay, I'm back waiting on paperwork. Okay. Gerald, we saw the bear news on the TV here. Oh, so. Yeah. It seems like it's on the news. It's the same here as well. We have a problem with bears too. Oh, really? America? あれなんかまた Okay. Well, I don't think all foreigners are to blame, but they might be part of the problem. I mean, I'm definitely not the bear. When it comes to bears, I don't think it's anyone's fault. It's just an imbalance of nature, right? Like I told you, 100 years ago, government hunt down the wolves who were eating bears, and after that, hunters are less hunters right now, and then that's just imbalanced. Is there many spiders in Japan? Yes, yes. Oh, hey! Oh, wow! Wait. Hello, hello. Hey, 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 hey. No, no, no. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Monkey.
Monkey. Hey. Wow. I heard like something is like stomp, 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 stomp. ゴシャーンにゃにゃにゃにゃいなくないあにゃにゃいた
Hurricane.
Hurricane yes exactly
Category 5 hurricane.
category 5 hurricane for sure no 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 don't attack Frank yeah just put it there nice nice what is it何 which one that one which one that one which one we got so many which one that one これ これ alright sushi sushi you can say sushi huh oh okay yeah. He's learning so many words lately right shuki shuki we love you yay love you
Where do you want to go see Garvey?
okay
Go get some apple juice and see Garvey. Come on.
yeah bye
Goodbye.
love you love you
Let's go see Garvey.
ちょっとおむつはパンパンやね
もう帰った。
Really? Pee pee boy. Hey. 4G is causing brain waves. It seems like it. 5G, yeah. Yeah, hurricane, for sure. Sports and entertainment for life. Disney fan, welcome back. Eating garbage, probably that's what bears go for. Yeah, but so they don't really eat meat, right? It's not good for their guts too. Oh, but kind of like now it's they really don't have foods, right? So now they are attacking like boars, human, and eat them. そうなんだ。Would they allow foreigner to actually hunt the bears? Because I definitely want to go bear hunting without a rifle of some sort. I think you need a license for that. The Japanese license. I don't know. I don't think there is like regulation for like whether Japanese or foreigners. Like you just gotta get the hunting certification license in Japan. But that's really it. It's not something like, oh, you're a foreigner, you are not allowed to hunt kind of situation. I think it's whether you have the certification or not. That's what I believe. Yeah. No one likes hunting anymore apparently. I would recommend putting up some fences. Right. The fences, would that work? Bears are powerful. Yeah. Koala. Wouldn't go bear hunting without the rifle. Rifle か。rifle だって。rifle かな。うんうん。ジャニースマネにしたちゃう。Dreaded drop bears. Australian bears. It's Romania, second largest brown bear population in Europe. あ、そうなんだ。Didn't know that. へえ。ラーメンエンジョイヤー。ラーメンエンジョイヤーだって。Thanks for the super chat. I took the shell off my racing snail, thinking it would make him run faster. If anything, it made him more sluggish. Sluggish. I is that some kind of like metaphor, some kind of joke? It's like whoosh right over my head. Anyways, thanks for the super chat. Ramen enjoyer. Okay. Thank you. Here comes the hurricane, yes. Oh, Brendan, welcome back. And Akita's trained to hunt bears? そうなの Never heard of it. Hirozera's on the move, yes. Hironado, yes. The little one is cute. Not so little anymore, but yeah. Looks healthy and growing strong. Strong, very strong. Oh yeah. ね Like you can't believe. Mini Justin. Yep, yep. Did Hiro-san night terrors stop? Not quite. It's not as bad. It few weeks ago. Not as bad as few weeks ago, but he just had night terror last night. So I today I lack a sleep, you know. ね。Yeah, yeah. He woke up in the middle of night, then kept crying for a while. So yeah. Prep guard. I want to meet women in their 40s and 50s. Do you think I can meet women like that in Japanese bars? Prep guard. Japanese bars. Women in their 40s now? How, like, specifically those age range? Interesting. まあそうだね。なんか、そうだね。まあ bars can be it. Bars is one of them. なんか wine events とかね。They tend to have like middle age women wine events. And なんか activities like ボールダンシング、ボールルームダンシングだっけボールルームダンシング。social dancing classes. They have like kind of older generation there. That is a good thing that he loves his mother. It would probably be a problem if not. Right. There's a movie called The Edge about a bear that stalks three plane crash survivors in Alaska. Sounds scary. Apparently, your new prime minister is into metal and plays the drums. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She used to play drums. She sings like yeah, metal Yeah, interesting backstory. She has an interesting background. Um, yeah, as a metal band, she doesn't come from like rich another politician family. Um, yeah, she's very ambitious as a woman. Interesting. Hmm. And now 80% of Japanese people, according to the statistic, かな? According to the research statistic, 80% people support Takaichi Sanae, which is very high. This is the highest in the past few decades. そうね。I don't know. I'm still kind of like, I think she's definitely better than the last few prime ministers. At least she's got her shit together, unlike the past few prime ministers. But not sure if she will lead Japan to a better place. I'm still kind of like doubting. I have a doubt. You know what I mean? Yeah. are hunters allowed to use guns in Japan? Yes. I know guns are illegal, but hunting bears with bows is much trickier. hunters are allowed to use guns. Yeah, yeah. I think they are only allowed to use shotguns. Maybe there is that kind of restrictions, like which guns you can use might have restrictions. But I'm not like specialist for this, so can't really say for sure. It's not a snail anymore, it's a slug. Slug, namekuji ka. Okay, okay. No, I didn't get it. Whoosh. Robot C, welcome back. Do you think getting visa will become harder from now? Not all the visas. Not all the visas, I would say. This is just my observation, right? They are making certain visas, more strict. Uh, for example, they already made the business owner visa harder. Their threshold is much higher than it used to be. But そうだね. But this is because many like foreigners took advantage of this visa, business owner visa, and then you know, it, like they were kind of cheating to get visas in Japan. So the former rule, you only needed like five 5 million yen. 5 million yen. 5 million yen to start a business in Japan and get visa with that, right? 5 million yen, which is like, I don't know. It's around like 35 Yeah, $35,000 around that money, right? 5 million yen. It's not as expensive when it comes to, you are owning business, right? In Japan. So for some people who have like money, it was like visa you can buy, right? You can just you can just, you know, register your business and do absolutely nothing, but you can still get visa because you have the money and the registration, right? And then technically you can just stay in Japan without really do anything and then invite your entire family and then you get our Japanese welfare system, right? So people didn't like about that, right? Uh, that's why they have changed the rule, and then now the 5 million yen became 3 billion yen かな it it's 4 times 6 times more expensive than it used to be, which is like big jump, right? So after a few years, many small foreign businesses will probably shut down. Seems like, if you don't have 3 billion yen um, for your business, then you can't uh, you can't renew the visa anymore, right? So, which is quite like, to me, it sounds like a big jump. And then small businesses who are like legit businesses, small businesses, might have to leave, right? Which is sad to me. ね、なんか only big companies, big businesses can stay as a foreigner. そうね。っていうのがちょっとね、a little sad. Yeah. But, まあそうだね。What do you think? What do you think? The rule is not just about money. Um, 80そうだね。Yeah, 3 billion だね。3000万だったと思うけど。Yeah, I think that was 3 billion. Oh, you have to recheck if you are really curious. Yeah, I think it was 3 billion. Yeah. On top of that, uh, you have to have at least a person who speaks N2 level Japanese. You have to be fluent, and you have to hire Japanese person とかね。They have other rules like that. So you can't just have a registration and then have some kind of like post office じゃなくて何 PO box, you can register your business with the PO box, right? Because many people who were abusing this system was just having a PO box and then register that as their businesses and then just get the visa in Japan. Easy, right? And they are not quite doing any businesses, but they can get visa just because of that, right? So this change is to prevent those people, right? It makes sense, but 3ビリオンって違うかな確か。Yeah, you have to check that. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. It's 30 million yen. That sounds, yeah, that sounds more like, that sounds more like it. 30 million yen. うんうんうん。30 million yen. そっちだと思う。I think that's it. Yeah. There's a couple of channels with Aussie guys living in Japan running businesses that I found. Real Rural Japan and the Japan channel. Very insightful and informative. Yeah, I hope they survive if they have that visa, right? Like business owner visa. 200k USD. そうだね。うんうんうんうん。I think that makes sense. 200,000. Do you think it's too expensive to own a business? Or is it like legit? Does it sound legit? Because if it's too cheap, like I told you, you can just buy a visa in Japan, right? So, yeah. But also, yeah, 200k USD is quite expensive to me. Mm. If Japan is trying to keep foreigners from helping to solve the population issues, then I'm, I am, I would like to just leave them to it and let them get exactly what they seem to want. Sad for Japan. Mm, mm, but I think you are mixing up the issues, right? なんか、まあね、難しいね。I think it's very different. The idea is very different from the US, but maybe I'm just being too optimistic. I don't know. Because they're not like banning any foreigners, right? You can just come to Japan and then, work there, work here in Japan and then get the visa. Um, but they just prevent misusing our system, right? That was the issue. And so far, I don't think other visas are that doesn't have others visas haven't had any changes yet. Um, so at this point, it's hard to say, oh, Japan has become strict, right? Mm. Yeah, it's just for startup business. そうそうそう。まあ、startup visa is also a thing, but it's different from business owner visa. Startup is for startup businesses, but yeah. The requirement of hiring staff makes it harder for small businesses. そうね。The visa work rules the same on a marriage visa, or are you more free to find whatever work you want? The visa work rules? Hmm? Marriage visa, spouse visa is a spouse visa, and then you don't have much restrictions on where you work. You don't even have to work. あの、ね、if you have a spouse visa, then technically you don't have to work. But probably when you renew the visa, if you don't have work, then it works negative for you. But technically you don't have to. うん。まあ、そうだね。So, marriage visa is a thing, but there are other few like work visas, so I don't know which one you are talking about. 200K is kind of expensive for startups. Then you apply for startup visa. うん。I was talking about business owners visa and then not startups. We also have startup visa, and they will give you like 6 months or a year visa for startups if you are a startup. うん。And you have to aim for whatever like 200K うん until the next time you renew the visa. Make sense? かな？ 200K is manageable for me. Could play that. Well, if you are really serious about the business, then yeah. But ね、200K ね。うん。If you come from a very rich country, maybe you can manage it somehow. Otherwise, it's kind of hard. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. ね、for example, I really like going to the なんだろうね、ethnic grocery shops, grocery stores, like Indian grocery stores とか、なんか Korean grocery stores. They are quite small, and Korea is not maybe some like Thai とかね smaller countries, right? Those people probably can't manage 200K, right? It is hard for them, you know. So maybe that kind of businesses will shut down within a few years, which makes me feel sad. Yeah. The requirement of hiring staff makes it hard. I already read it. Sorry. BBC のニュース。ちょっと I don't touch American politics. Sorry. Lloyd. Lloyd, welcome back. うん Some say naturalization is faster and easier than permanent visa. そうなの Why? Why? Like, makes sense. Will only allow legit businesses. I think that's what they are aiming. That's the なんだろうね。That's the purpose. But yeah. And then I agree. I only want legit businesses to stay in Japan. But also it's not just about money. So I think this balance is between money and legitimacy is quite hard to judge. You know what I mean? Fukuoka Prefecture used to have good programs for inviting foreign businesses. Used to. They don't have that anymore. Right now, I'm making money working part time and freelance. It's good enough to survive single in my country, but I would need a salary when moving with girlfriend in Japan. そっか。Moving with girlfriend in Japan. She lives in your country now? かな、うん、そうね、そうだね。まあ、that's why many people start from working as English teachers to have like a salary, right? To make it easier. Hmm. Does anyone think it would be easier or harder finding work with high skills in niche area of cybersecurity and pen testing? Pen testing. Haven't heard of it. まあね、サイバーセキュリティはね、even when you have that kind of like high skills, right? If you don't have business level Japanese language skill, then it's probably really hard to be hired. But maybe there are some like American companies in Japan. まあね、まあ very niche だね。If you have that kind of connection, then that would be easier. But うん、そうだね。People who have like fancy jobs in Japan, they tend to relocate with their companies. You know what I mean? They have subsidiaries in Japan, so they can have them move to Japan using, you know, company power. You know what I mean? Then if you don't have that kind of connection with businesses, then it's probably really like hard mode. It's not like impossible, but hard mode. I'm telling you. I was curious about the hunting certification and how much overpaying would it be for a foreigner to get. Don't ask me. I'm not. I don't know much about it. I'm not a hunter. I haven't had. I haven't done hunting. I haven't even used guns in. so so now, no. I'm sure there are information out there, but it's just not my specialty. Not the detail. I'm trying to decide on either January or May for my next trip there. Or January or May か。まあ definitely things are more calm during January because it's not the highest season, but May there are many tourists. So まあね。Depends on what you want to do, I guess. She lives in Japan, but I plan to move as soon as possible. そっかそっか。If you have such a fancy job there, wouldn't she consider moving there? No? But, まあね。Relocation plan. ね。Do you need actual teaching qualifications to teach English? No, I don't think so. Well, if you have like test TOEFL だっけ that kind of certification, that would work plus. But basically, you need degree. You need a degree in whichever field. Degree. If not, things gonna be very difficult. All you need is degree. Yeah. See for you. I have a random question about kokuhaku bunka. If they are friends and the kokuhaku doesn't go well, are they still friends or will they never talk to each other again? これは depends on how close you are, how you manage kokuhaku. And then there are certainly people who stay friends after kokuhaku, even when it goes, it doesn't go well as a romantic intention. But yeah, I mean, I think the important thing, if you want to, you know, if you want to go for romantic, 何 if you want to go for romantic direction from friendship, you of course you need to be careful. And then the most important thing is to not to have much expectation. You know what I mean? The more you have expectation and then, getting shocked because she says no, right? That would make it awkward, right? So if you still want to keep her as a friend, even after kokuhaku, then you should be very, like, I don't know, casual というか light about it, Then you are more likely to stay friends, even if it doesn't go well. You know what I mean? ね As someone who works in this field, cybersecurity pen testing is a growing field, but writing is a key part of further advancement and differentiating yourself. So you think it's about the skill in cybersecurity field, and then you don't really you don't really have to have Japanese skills to work in Japan. Asagi has bearskin rug she hunted herself. まあね、what? What? まあね。That's fair, just curious. How badly do they require truck drivers over there in Japan? Truck drivers go. Truck drivers are always like in need, right? Because, everything is like online, online shopping is common. So drivers are always like lacking. And there are autonomous professionals in Japan. Autonomous professionals. I like lawyers or accountants. Like all lawyers or accountants or everyone has to work for a company. Autonomous professional とは I don't know. I think Chris Broad did it through the JET program. Oh, yeah, I think, yeah, he did. He started off as English teacher, started in YouTube. Aside from that, I think that is a very common thing for many like YouTubers you see, like Japan YouTuber, foreign YouTuber. They started off as English teacher. Maybe if Justin trains, he can become a bear wrestler. Bear wrestler. Bear wrestler. Yeah. Wrestling with bears, like it's really like survival. It's like 何なんだっけ bull fighting だっけ bull fighting, like a Spanish one. Bear bear wrestling. WT, welcome back. Oh, Stig, welcome back. Steven, yo. You will need Japanese language skills to properly write and communicate issues. やっぱりそうだよね。Oh, see who called you. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. なんか just curious. McLovin. Since you are in a long distance relationship, right? How did you meet your girlfriend in Japan? Yeah, I'm curious. Just in bringing the smackdown on those bears. Yeah, I mean, as you guys know, he's a programmer boy. Not like super jacked or anything. Well, he has a bear belly. Beer belly, bear belly. So maybe he can compete with bears. Hope to visit Japan next year. Hopefully the tourism hate slam down. tourism ね。なんだろうな。でも as long as you are being mindful, respectful, then people don't mind at all. You know what I mean? And then try go outside like Tokyo or Kyoto. It's just too many tourists there, and like I think the point is, yeah, many tourists come, and then all the tourists go to the same place, right? That's why Japan is populated. Tokyo, Kyoto is already populated, but even more chaos, right? So yeah, go other places. There are so many like gems in Japan, not just Tokyo, right? Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. Nine issue. I've been getting to know my Japanese friend with the expressed intentions of a potential relationship. It's long distance. Anything to look for regarding cultural differences? Well, you've already expressed the intention. That's cool. Because without that, you're just a pen pal, right? Or a chat friend. Well, as you've already made it clear, then that's a good sign. Um, I think, but things can only move quickly when you visit her or she visit you, right? Without face to face, it's probably hard to move something forward. You know what I mean? I hear the ticks or check marks are not used to mark correct answers in schools. correct answers are circled in cells. ああ、これね。確かにね。Yeah, never really paid attention to, but yeah, 確かに。Right. Just to clarify, large profile vehicle drivers are scarce. Large profile vehicle drivers are scarce. So I believe the American equivalent would be an 18. I don't know. I don't know. I met her. Huh? When I met her when I lived there more than 10 years ago. 10 years ago. We were friends for a long time, but we have kind of been together nearly a couple of years now. Getting more serious, so need to go there. 10 years, wow. That's a rare case. すごいね. So you met her 10 years ago in Japan. You lived there, but became a couple after you came back to the US. Wow. すごい。ね、まあ、レアだな。レアケースだな。Well, that's cool. That's cool. It will be my fourth trip if I go. I try to go non-tourist places too. Sounds good. Sounds good. My sister worked in Fujinomiya. どこだろう? My friend told me he makes the test by checking or taking correct answers, and the student got very upset, and he was told by another teacher they thought they had failed. まあ確かにね、チェックね、we don't use it. Yeah. He was so confused. そうだね。A small difference that can make locals upset. 確かに。まあ、チェックね、it's not like, I think it's in schools, only schools. But yeah, Japanese schools are weird, as you already know. No ponytails. No white underwears. 違う。Underwears have to be only white underwears. No other colors because that's too sexy, seductive. Impurity, you know? You know that rule? Some schools like tend to be like private school. They have like crazy school rules, right? Like girls have to wear only white underwear because it can be, seductive to like boys, right? Boys in the same school. Like, hey, I'm not a boy. I'm not a boy, but I know high school boys can get aroused by anything. Anything. Even ponytails. Ponytails are not allowed in in the school. They ban ponytail because it's too sexy, right? Boys can get like go crazy over ponytails, right? Because they can see this neck, girl's neck. Oh, it's too sexy. It's too 何コントロバーシャルじゃなくて何 Scandalous. Yeah, it's too scandalous, right? Yeah. Some Japanese schools can get crazy like that. So, yeah. Yeah, how is a ponytail scandalous? That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm saying. Like I told you, high school boys, guys, It can be anything, right? It doesn't mean anything if you ban certain styles or colors of the underwear. Um, it is what it is. Like, super weird. And it's, in a way, super, like, sexist idea. Like, only women have to, like, hide their bodies, like, have restriction in certain, like, items and stuff like that, styles, you know? It's crazy over there. Like, usually they are public, and they usually they are private school. Public schools has more like less restrictions. But yeah. Why does the school knew what color the students' underwear is? Because they can check it. Because hey, it's the rule. We have to make sure you are wearing a white panties and bra. So show me. So they can technically do that, right? Teachers, you know? That's like harassment. So creepy, you know? Yeah, they actually checked student underwears to confirm that they are following that rule, which is crazy. It was some like countryside school, and then it's not like many schools are doing it, but seems like a few schools, Japanese schools, do that. It became controversial. Maybe they have changed the, rules. Yeah, many schools stopped the crazy rules, but I think it's still going on here and there in Japan. Plan to take a long trip through the US, then to Canada and Alaska. すごいね。I can confirm it is white. TMI, TMI. Why does the school? Oh yeah, yeah. It's the opposite here. We tick the correct answer and circle the wrong. Circle the wrong. Circle the wrong. Wow. それは didn't know that. それはね、that is confusing だね。Is the back of your neck sexy or something? Apparently, I think it's a thing in Japan, right? Like traditionally, like how you see all the Maiko and geisha style, they are usually doing the, なんかこういうね、they updo hair and then they show their necks by like opening their kimono back of the neck a little bit because that's considered sexy, right, at that time. And then I think that kind of idea is slightly going on even nowadays. Some guys like seeing women's back of the neck, which is, I know it sounds weird to Western folks, but it makes sense culturally, traditionally, yeah. Gear Geeks, welcome back. Short skirts. Short skirts もね、なんか, yeah, strict schools banning short skirts, まあね、これはもう both public and private. Bright side, no hair covering. Excuse me. What? That's harassment, right? Sounds like someone wanted an excuse to check, right? Right? That's what I'm saying. Sean, welcome back. Checking to see if the girl's underwear is the right color sounds like an invasion of privacy, right? It is. It is like some kind of like なんだっけ grooming. Grooming でしょ本当に That's crazy. By the way, I also know a Japanese girl named Yuka who does sword dance. She'd done it for a long time and with acting. I've worked with her 10 years ago. How long have you been dancing? 誰だろう、ユカって。but dancing はね、dancing は since when I was 4 years old. だけど、まあ、my major, I started ballet, contemporary dancing as a kid, and then I've been practicing sword dancing in this past few years, just few years. So I'm kind of new to this like traditional dancing path, but I've been dancing like it's like more like my life work. That was quite a sneeze thing. Sorry, sorry. I wish Japanese women would bring back the folding fans that made them more unique than any other women in the world and was very elegant. まあね、まあ、inconvenient よ。うん。The folding fan is inconvenient. It was ね、it was a thing. But nowadays people use just 何 like a mini fan, right? Machine. Sounds like the start of a JAB. Not that I don't know, right? It's a completely JAB type of story. Yeah. そうね。Yeah. My internet connection is somehow not good. Hope it's okay over there. My underwear is always white. TMI. TMI. Nobody wants to know what color your underwear. But okay, thanks. Thanks for the information. It means it's clean. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. So I don't see any issues with the connection. Okay. Cool, cool. Michael, welcome back. I saw the mini battery powered fan for the first time in Tokyo. Modernizing quickly. So, yeah. Because damn, Japan summer is freaking hot. So we need it. Yeah. What if they free ball? What's free ball? Yeah. フリーボールわかんないけど。まあ、そうね。It's November, guys. Which means Japan is going into a mating season. Yeah. I've been telling you guys every year, like in this time of the year, right? But yeah, mating season has started. It's about to start, I would say. Because Christmas is times Christmas is time for couples, like dating season, right? People want to have someone to like hang out with, spend the time, like very festive, like romantic time on the Christmas days. So they kind of like walk towards, like meeting new people, going on dating apps to find someone, right? Which means in Japan, it's more like family gathering days, right? And then, young folks, people just come back to their like parents' house, like families' house, and like people talk about, oh, how's your, do you have partners? Do you have, are you getting married? What's your plan, son? Right? Or yeah, ね, because you see parents and uncles and aunties, right? They are curious. They talk about it, and people be like, oh, maybe I should look for it, right? I think in general, New Year's is a good timing for people to think about their future because it's a holiday season. They are not so busy, um, so they think about their future and then maybe I should look for someone to settle down because I'm 30 or I am. I think I am stable now. Whatever, right? So January is also good season, right? So it kind of lasts until February, ね、Valentine season. So I would call this a high dating season during late November to February, right? Yeah, so if you are looking for someone, now is the time to get in because some people start early, right? They don't want to get late, right? So start early, guys. Duck season, rabbit season. Yes, but Japanese women use the fan to block half of their face and only so their eyes know. They use their hand to cover their mouth. I like the folding fans. Ah, when are you talking about? I think you're talking about like anime and TV shows kind of people. Women don't do that anymore. Maybe they cover their uh mouth when they are laughing and things like that. But generally, especially with fans, it's like what? long ago だね。うん。もう people don't do that anymore. deer season. Christmas in Japan is more like Valentine's here. Right. Divorce season. Oh no. Hopefully the birthday can go onsen in Japan. まあね。まあ、そうなんだろうね。I think one of the biggest issues is that like too many people live in Tokyo or Osaka, big cities, right? And you know, because job opportunity is mostly in Tokyo, so people kind of have to move to Tokyo to get jobs. But in fact, Tokyo is, you know, not to raise family, right? Houses are so small for big costs. Not so many like big parks, nature around there. Um, it's a concrete jungle. So people can't really feel like they can raise kids in Tokyo, even though they have to live in Tokyo for job reason, for their career, to survive. So it doesn't make sense. If Japan really care about like birth rate and make to have the environment for families, then they should create more jobs in rural areas. The environment that is more for like family friendly. Yeah. So what you're saying is go to Japan during November. そうね. Yeah, like I've seen some customers who met Japanese girls during November and then uh, become couple in Christmas season. So yeah, I would say that's the good timing. Andre, andire. The intention sounds well meaning. Okay. It's a good way to keep warm and save on heat and bills. 確かに. My girlfriend is actually warm blooded. I thought she would be cold to touch. Oh. I did some soul searching and interaction with women at my college campus that appeared to be interested in me, and I learned that my past trauma is preventing me from starting a relationship. That's deep. Okay. Soul searching って何? My interaction with some women at my college campus. Okay. If it's not busy over there, if it definitely is up here, it's one of the busiest times of the year for us over here. まあね、busy time is kind of same in Japan, but まあでも、まあね、we have New Year's holiday だからね。Oh, Matty Mouse. Matty Mouse. Thanks for the super chat. 1000スーパーチャットかね。I will give you 餃子かな Dumpling. Thank you. As a guy, we also have to remember white day if we get a Valentine. Alright. 確 かにね、結構 Yeah, in international couple, it's confusing because in the West, guys do something for their partners, right? And then in Japan, girls give chocolate to their partners. So it's actually very confusing. So it depends on the couple. They might follow Japanese rule, they might follow Western rule, they might just do something together, like do some kind of activity on Valentine's Day. It's too early for me to think about Christmas. I know, but it's just a month ahead. And then the Christmas vibe is already going on, right? In Japan, we have like light ups, so many light ups. Oh my gosh, I have so many scars, scars in my arms. This is this is from Hiro. This is from Hiro. Uh, he bit me the other day, so I have some other scars here. Like, oh my gosh. Where is a good place to visit during the winter in Japan? What do you mean? Like to meet people or like sightseeing simply? What I always recommend uh winter season or except for summer season, onsen, hot springs. Hope you don't have tattoos. Uh, hot springs. It's the best activity in Japan. Like no question. Maybe they need to let the girls wear colored underwear. Right. Tokyo and Osaka are where the jobs are. So including Saitama. So なんか places like Saitama, Chiba, and Kanagawa, right? They are right next to Tokyo. So many people live there to have at least a little less cost of living. But they are still, it's becoming more popular and more populated and becoming higher, expensive. Like the place where I live is in Chiba, right? Chiba is becoming more expensive. Like when I moved here, like 30 years ago, it was like nothing. Nothing. No shopping malls, no tall buildings or anything in this town. But over these decades, there are so many like tall towers, towers to go, tall buildings, um, like shopping malls and stuff like that because many more people want to live here. Tokyo is too populated, Tokyo is too expensive, so we'll just go to Chiba or like Saitama とかね. Same thing is happening in many cities in Saitama, Kanagawa, and Chiba, right? So yeah, I think it's the same thing. You can get, but it's a little cheaper compared to central Tokyo, but it's quite expensive and populated. You know what I mean? So yeah, Saitama mo included. But no social connection with people. Exactly. That's why Tokyo, people who grew up in Tokyo, they're sad. You know, no character. Like, just, you know, vanilla, you know, vanilla flavor people. Like, many people are in Tokyo, and some of them moved from other places, right? They have characters, they have identities, they have like interesting hobbies and like, you know, unique. But people who born and raised in Tokyo, if you meet and chat with them, that you will notice like they're like, oh, my hobby, shopping, shopping, sleeping とかね。Like no character. Like, don't you guys have any passion or anything? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm just scrolling, shopping, and sleeping. That's my life, you know. Yeah, just go to a fancy cafe とかね。なんか、not so much character, you know. I think they are dying inside. Okay, I'm saying too much. Not all the Tokyo people are like that, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Countryside in Japan needs jobs. Or just let people have like remote job, right? Like, all the companies, all, all many majority of the companies in Japan require you to be at their office, right? So you need to live close to Tokyo at least, you know. You still have more people in Tokyo than my country, right? Like, and it's a small place. Tokyo is not that big. Like, you know, the geography. And then people just live in 30th floor? Like a big tall apartment とかがね。And they think that's the status. Oh, I live in a 40th floor building. I'm fancy. And then they are actually very expensive. It's called tower mansion, like tower. And we call apartment mansion sometimes. So tower mansion. ね。And then that's the status. But like, that's the most saddest thing you can do. Like, you pay like millions of dollars to live there, but it's really like isolated place, right? You're isolated. You are like, なんていうの? Yeah. You feel alone in that kind of housing. Yeah. And then it's too damn expensive, right? I hear you about the past trauma. I got that going for me as well. Oh, somebody talked about the trauma, right? Manu, hi. Why are there so few days when girls do things for the guys? Why are there so few days when girls do things for the guys? What does that mean? Like Valentine's Day? Australia has the second lowest population density. あ、そうなんだ。Girls give chocolate? Yes, yes. Scars of love, yeah. もうやばいよね。he's so violent. And then he doesn't even mean it. It's just psychopath. Super psychopath, yeah. Hiro training to follow his father's footsteps as a bear wrestler. For sure. For sure. He does that better, probably. Culture Butter, welcome back. We got married in December, so we have anniversary Christmas. Anniversary, Christmas, New Year's. Her birthday, Valentine's Day, and White Day while I'll be in Japan. Very eventful. Hiroso, dinosaur みたいな。Emo otaku. Let's say you're listening to a cool song on the train over there. It is okay to bob your head to the beat, or is that also considered rude? You mean you're like, I mean, it doesn't bother anyone, I guess, by just doing it. But people definitely will look at you like side eyes みたいな。なんか、what is this guy doing? みたいな。うん。Move to 茨城。Oh, 茨城ね。Yeah, that's a cool place to live. Very chill. Scars show the trials you've been through in life. It definitely does. Like, これとかやばいよね。The biggest, てか、the most obvious one I have on my arm is this. ほんとさ。I think this happened almost 1 year and a half ago, and then it's still here. It's not going fading so soon. やばいよ。もう so many scars. London commuter belt, like Saitama and Chiba, is similar. Oh, there's that in the UK. More and more expensive because of London. へえ、そうなんだ。Robots drifting through life. Yeah, yeah. More passion, more energy, more dancing. Sounds like Singapore. あ、そうなの ?Same? Artificial intelligence. 確かにね。Tokyo tourist advert. I like driving, which is why I choose the job that I have, but it doesn't pay the bills like it used to. あ、そうなの Yeah, I hear ya. Like, you know, that's our life. Like, companies pay shitty. Things are becoming expensive. You know what I mean? Do you know anything about the Japan immigration point system? Point? Is that a point? なんかあるよね。なんか some people talk about it. Like if you have like N2 or something, you have plus points. If you have like 2 million income per year, you have like plus point みたいな。Very doubtful that Japan will allow remote work, right? If you are not suffering, then you are not working. Yeah. That's the mentality in Japanese workplaces. Yeah. Yeah. As one. Actually, I met my former coworker, the other day, and he got through mental issues. うん。なんだっけ。Yeah, he got depression. He was not like that while we were working together. He was just a, you know, なんだろうね。He was talented. He is, you know, he is talented. He was healthy, completely healthy. He was confident and everything. But recently, after he changed his job, the workplace required like a Showa era kind of working style, that you work throughout the week, even weekends, and you work until like 2 p.m. とか 2 p.m. だと 2 a.m. とか until midnight とか and then if you can't do that you are considered like useless みたいな he was in that kind of job environment and then he got sick. He got mentally sick. That destroyed his confidence and mental health and everything. And he's recovering. He's recovering so far, but not completely yet. Which makes me feel sad. He was confident, healthy, kohai, my junior, and then I was the job mentor when he joined the company. So it's like my brother to me. So it makes me feel upset even. You know, um, that's Japanese black companies. Mm, that that is what Japanese black companies do to people, their employees, you know? Um, which is sad. Like, yeah, I can't believe it, but it is. Like, you like you say, you have to suffer, right? You have to suffer to be, なんだろうね, evaluated well. Like, oh, you walked until 2 a.m. Here's a medal みたいなね。なんか yeah, I really dislike the culture. Yeah. I own a tower mansion. Oh, do you? Do you actually live there? Do you want to actually live there? Or are you owning to like rent to somebody? Good luck in an earthquake up there. It's actually the issue, right? If the big earthquake happens, you can't use elevator. And if you live in like 30th floor, 40th floor or something, you can't really get the supply unless you go up and down with stairs, right? Living to impress other people is the most depressing way to throw away your life possible. そうね. Yeah. そうだね. Dog, very true. It makes it difficult for us to talk about common interests with people in Tokyo, like rebuilding a car or owning a home. By Tokyo, they mean Tokyo plus metropolitan area. まあそうね、東京エリアというかな。I love Tokyo but would rather live in the countryside. I agree. Girls take care of guys, cooking, cleaning, child bearing. あ、girls take care of guys. And Walt, WT, thanks for the super chat. I guess if you sword dance, the scars take a while to heal. そうね。Thank you, thank you. まあね。まあでも、I don't get injury from sword dancing. Like I don't get scars from sword dancing because it's a fake sword. But yeah. I get what you mean. でもね、I actually injured なのかな my wrist. It doesn't heal in the past few months. Right. なんかね、seems like this doesn't completely it I went to the doctor but seems like he said it doesn't get any better. I have to have this wrist pain for the rest of my life basically. Maybe there is like a drastic, I don't know, なんか big measure such as surgery. But other than that, maybe temporarily the pain go away, but it always comes back because of my なんかそうなんか basically I fucked up my wrist over the time. It's not like not the major issue happened. I didn't fell or I didn't fall or anything, but I was doing like acrobatics kind of acrobatic stuff when I was doing contemporary dancing and recently childcare and housework. I use my wrist, picking up hero, holding hero, doing housework, and I'm a lefty, so left hand I use a lot. And yeah, on top of that, I started sword dancing and everything recently. And over time, my bone became, misplaced over time. And then my pain doesn't go away anymore. Basically, I'm getting old. But yeah, I was particularly, active, physically active. So this kind of things happens, seems like. Oh, Walt, I have to give you a sticker. This time I would give you なんだろうねえ、もう I don't have any other stickers, new stickers, you know? じゃあ、モンキーで Hero's favorite. モンキーっつって。Thank you, Walt. やめてよ Stop it! African American companies. ちゃうちゃう。ね so controversial. You'll be cancelled, you know? Work to live, not live to work. Exactly, yeah. Nomadic artists, welcome back. The 我慢する mindset can be really harmful. Exactly, yeah. I hope Japan's new president allows tax breaks for companies that offers mom's remote work options. It would help solve worker shortage issues. Yeah, I agree. Well, new prime minister, I don't know if she cares about that, you know. Would it be possible for social change, or is it hard for people to speak out about your culture? Social change? なんだろう I don't understand the question. Things are slowly changing. まあね, black companies, like black companies, that's what Japanese people call. Nothing to do with African American culture, okay? But yeah, so those black companies are becoming less and less. So yeah. Yeah, I even heard the scary story from the friend, former coworker. He actually has a friend who also got mental sickness, and it was even worse, right? And the friend was really patient, right? Very patient guy. And he was working for like super hard working company, or maybe, black company. And he didn't notice he was becoming sick, right? Because he's very patient. And then he thought, like he could just get through it even though it's not okay, And then at the end of the day, he went to the workplace, sat down to his desk, and then he shit himself in his pants. That's actually a common thing for people who really got mental sickness, right? They can't hold you know they can they pee, they even poo um in random places when they are really stressed, right? So like how come can you be how come you can be so patient? Like it's actually harming yourself. Um yeah, and then this is not the first time I heard this kind of um story. I mean, not directly my friends, not from my direct friends, but I hear that kind of story. I got really stressed at my workplace, and then when I was commuting, I peed on myself とかね。So so scary. It's a horror story to me. So some Japanese company make like destroy their employees like that. It's so scary. It's horrible. Yeah. I planned to buy a house in Japan's countryside around April, but was delayed, so we'll try again next year. Cool, cool. Or arthritis never goes away, like with my knees. Oh, yeah, you took a surgery, right? Yeah, yeah. When it comes to knees, you need it. So, yeah, drastic measure, like surgery, would be probably necessary. But when it comes to wrists, it's kind of like, would you do it? Like, would you do it? Hmm. You have to be very flexible to be able to do store dancing. Store dancing. I'm impressed, not saying that you are old or anything, but concerning you have kids, you are ultra flexible still. そうね。なんかね、I don't know. まあ、with this kind of, joints, ankles とか wrists is very fragile actually, so it's easy to get injured like this. I have the needs of a 80-year-old according to the surgeon. Sorry, man. Oh, John, hello. Sounds like you have inflammation. You could have a steroid shot in your wrist, which could temporarily make it feel better. Ah, so. I think that's what it is. ね。インジェクションね。インジェクションだっけ何 shot, steroid shots. うん。Yeah, but that doesn't make it completely healed, right? But yeah, that's what I have to deal with from now on. Frank, thanks for the super chat, super sticker. I'll give you the shogi sticker. Yeah, nice. Is that why they need white under? Jesus. Considering the amount of stress that they would be under, so I get it. Yeah, probably too afraid to go to the bathroom. なんかもう it's not even about that, right? They can't control. It's like almost like unconscious, right? They can't even control the system, because they got really stressed out. He had brown underwear. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If that happens on crowded train, it could be major problem. For sure, for sure. I'm gonna work hard to learn to trust again. Okay, okay. トラウマイシューだっけ。うん。Other knee surgery next year coming. Cool. Cool じゃないけど、good luck だね。Good luck. I'm nearly 42, still far too young to be having kids and starting family. Oh, you think so? まあね。I think, まあ、I wouldn't have been like super ready. You know, it's like, なんだろうね。Well, we were talking about kids, right? I was talking about kids, and then we agreed to have kids, but didn't really specify the timeline. But it happened, right? And then, okay, みたいな. Well, I guess we are ready, みたいな, right? So if you wait like super ready, it's hard. It's hardly happen. But I would say you can manage it. I mean, I am managing it, even though it's hard. I mean, childcare is just hard. Even when you are ready, even when you think you are super ready, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I've never been. I've been so stressed. I've been noticing gray hairs in my beard, and I'm only 30. Oh no. そうね。ね、ストレスでね。うん。Can grow gray hair or white hair even. I've found white hair here and there sometimes. If you spot it, just let me know because I don't want to keep it so long. You know what I mean? My American friend who lives in Oklahoma is in long distance relationship with his Japanese girlfriend who lives in Japan. He's having issues with long distance and needs to make plans to meet soon. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. もう long distance はね、you gotta set the goal and timeline. You know? Okay, we're gonna meet this time. Like we're gonna visit each other in this time, and we are going to move in, relocate until this time, and we are going to get married after we move in within this timeline. Like you have to have very specific timeline and goals and share with each other. Other than that, it's believe me, it's not gonna go well. It's not gonna go well. Poor dude. Intrusive thoughts can be really dangerous when that stressed. I'm 25, and for 5 years I've given up on finding someone after my last relationship. Since then, I have lived in multiple different countries, completed my military service, complete, com, completing my master's degree. Sounds good. You're building your life. Marty, thanks for another super chat. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. A friend who is in Disney management, and sometimes is assigned to Disney Japan for a year or two, said he has to tell workers they don't need to stay after hours if they don't need to. Oh, okay, okay. That's cool. Very employee workers friendly かな。I mean, in the long term, you need to be that way, right? I'll give you piggy pills, piggy pills from the gachapon. Thank you. And WT, thanks for another super chat. Another big one. Thank you so much. Okay, forget the steroid shot. This is for a shot of your favorite beverage. That would help. Yeah. Thank you, Walt. I'll give you a sushi badge. Thank you, thank you. Dude, at 42, if you have one now, you'll be chasing after them with a bat. Hip, knee, back, better get cracking. まあそうね, having little ones at the age of like 40 something or even 50 something, it's not easy, right? You have to be healthy. You have to be, you know, 元気, energetic. ね. I mean, I'm literally breaking my bones to chasing hero around, you know. Can I pluck your white hair? Pluck the take out, do you mean? Jaeger, please. Oh, you are Jaeger person? Yeah. I like Jaeger. I like shots of Jaeger before I go to sleep during winter because, it's got many herbs and, spices to warm up my body and it actually makes me sleep better, you know. Jaeger for healthy purpose, not because I'm alcoholic. No. Just for sleeping purpose. You know what I mean? They don't need to stay after hours if they don't. Yeah, I think. I'm from Texas. I think the majority of women my age aren't looking for a man like me in America. It's unfortunate, but it's reality. I have spent 5 years alone improving my legacy alone. Okay, okay. That's your understanding. I know, right, Frank? Still so much to look forward to, brother. そうね. Yeah, Frank is right. なんかね, Casey Burns make it sound like he's in I don't know. He's in like midlife crisis みたいな middle age crisis だっけね。ね。もう still so young, you know. Long distance is so hard. It won't go well. I have done it twice. The second time, shame on me. I knew better. Yeah, yeah, same. I've done it twice, and yeah, didn't work either of them. Because the lack of, timeline and sharing goals, you know what I mean? Mm. If you're dating long distance, you better be moving forward with the real relationship quickly, otherwise, there's no point at all. How horrendous to be dating casually 5,000 miles apart. What's the point? Yeah, I agree. 50 dollars enough for a bottle. 確かに Not just a shot. Imagine the sleepless night and terrible twos in your 40s. 本当にね terrible twos in the 40s. I don't think I can survive that. But まあでもね if you have one, you will survive. You will. You gotta. I'm at the brief age where my group is becoming first time parents or first time grandparents. ああ、確かにね. Yeah, life is interesting, right? Ew, Jaeger. Yeah, Jaeger. I like the taste of Jaeger, to be honest. I like spicy drinks. Like, right now, there's gingerbread latte in Starbucks, and I'm a fan of it. Like, so many spices, and I like, oh my gosh, gingerbread. Gingerbread. It's the season for gingerbread, right? I got like 5 packs of gingerbread already, and then it's almost gone now, and then it's even not December yet. ね、because gingerbread, well, I think it's the same over there too, but it's only for Christmas, and then other than that, you can't really get it unless you make it by yourself or something, right? So if I see it coming, I buy shit ton of it, right? And I'm getting fat, yeah. You like pumpkin spice, don't you? Yes, yes, pumpkin. So pumpkin spice latte in autumn to gingerbread latte in December time. More, that's my time. And I'm not really a Starbucks girl, but during this time, I am a Starbucks girl. I don't mind becoming a basic bitch at this time of year. You know what I mean? Yeah. Texan dude. Women in America, they are not looking for a man to settle down with. Unfortunately, culture has made that very clear. そうなんすかね。ね、確かになんか、エンタイトルメントですよ。again。あとはなんか、I'm independent みたいな。あるかもね。I see a little bit. Like, not all the women. There are still women out there in the US even who are looking for serious relationships. Right? There are even trad wife trend in social media on social media だけどね. I don't know how many women are like that in real life, but trad wives they they don't have jobs, and main income is basically husband, and they just stay home, cook things from scratch. They are like living in a farm or something, and then well, maybe they have kids and taking care of kids without working, right? And they are sharing that on social media, which means they have an income revenue from social media. So don't trust those trad wives on social media. They are not actually trad wives, you know. But anyways, there's even that kind of stream. So I think there are some women in the US still looking for like marriage and stuff. I smoke weed at night to help me sleep at night since I have insomnia. Um, so calm. Does that help actually? Eh. I have two teen girls in my 40s. Lucky I already have no hair. Man, gingerbread man with the ginger with the chocolate button eyes goes well with Jaeger. 確かにいいね. Jaeger and gingerbread. Yeah. Lots of women in America want to settle down, but they can't find partners they want to marry. Are they? まあね、I think that's a global issue. Women are becoming women have like higher standard to get married to because they don't really have to rely on income, not as much as like decades ago, right? まあね、まあそれは the basic global phenomenon, I think. And of course, I think social media and dating apps are affecting their selection bias too. なんかね。But I would say keep looking, keep looking. I think that's the only way you can increase your chances to find the right woman who has like realistic expectation, you know what I mean? Yeah, but that's probably around 13 percentile of women. 13%. うん。まあ、それはあれだね。Your according to you. Or is that like, is there like some research that says only 13% of women actually look for partners? Better to find a Japanese girlfriend in my country. I doubt a girl I meet in Japan would want to come back with me. No, that's true. うん。てか、そうなんですよ。So many men actually come to my service, uh, with the hope of local, Japanese local women to somehow move to their country, their place, you know? But if you think about it, right? It's the chances that you can date Japanese women who live in Japan and convince her to come to your country is much, much less than women who already live in your country, right? But for some reason, they're like, oh, how can I meet women in Japan? I live in the US, in the middle of, I don't know, Minnesota or,なんね、アラスカはいないか。何 like Ohio とかね。like why? なんか deep America なんかキャナダとかなんかそうit's difficult to convince them to move there because it's not even like California, New York, Texas that has like more Japanese population there, right? It's not even that. So I mean, it's not like it never happens, but it's less likely to happen, right? It's a hard mode, extra hard mode, right? So having that kind of expectation is a little like out of the league かな。うん。そうだね。So yeah, you're right. It's probably for those men who have no desire to relocate to Japan, then it's probably better to approach Japanese women in your country. Mm, yeah. Then you have more chances. You know what I mean? Millennials being raised to protect women, and now that's considered wrong. いやでも結構ね、Gen Z want to date millennials because of that reason, right? Like Gen Z men tend to be like, oh, equal rights, right? I'm not gonna protect women anymore. I don't have to. And then I just, took out. Even some Gen Z guys are becoming more like red pillars, right? So like it actually harmful for women. And then now Gen Z want to date millennials for that reason. So no, I think, you know, I think you are on the right track. Heading to Kyoto on Saturday. Time to eat chicken on Christmas Day. Oh, nice. そっか、oh, you stay there so long. That's cool. You should ask Kathy Cat for a bag of pumpkin spice coffee beans. She bought too many on her trip to Seattle. あ、そっか。Cool, cool. I think more Japanese people are moving to Australia for job opportunities than US. True. Because US doesn't have working holiday visa. Do you agree with that? I agree. Yeah. It's been like that for a while. Australia is more welcoming Japanese students and workers. So, unfortunately, culture has told women that they have to have a man that makes six figures, is 6 foot or taller. Have to be buff but handsome. そうなの? Hard to believe, but okay. I still kind of like, isn't that what social media tells you? Don't you think? I don't know. What? I can't really say it for sure. I don't live in the US, so. When I broke up with my ex before getting with my wife, I took one look at the dating market in America and said, I'm cooked. そうなんすか? そうなんすか? Really? I'm 6 foot 3. Does that help my chances with any Japanese girls? Being tall is an advantage, I would say. That can cover up some things. Yeah. So, but overall, it's about the whole package. What can you offer? What can you put on the table? And what kind of woman you actually want to date, right? So, just being tall alone, yes, it's not an advantage. I think many Japanese girls would love to get a spousal visa in Europe. Just gotta find them. まあ for the visa? I don't know, but I think, yeah, idea of dating European is kind of like, you know, very exotic and nice. Living in Europe, that's like, oh, it sounds fancy, みたいな. Yeah, we have that kind of idea. おはようございます. Yeah. Mountain man, bird man. Japanese women around me are crazy. どういうこと? What does that mean? Not all countries have the larger number of Japanese people living there. Yeah, it's best of the best to live in Japan to maximize your chances. But if the basic expectation is to, stay in your country, then, go for women in their country first, right? Is where the chances are. I'm looking forward to going back to see my favorite Japanese nurse. Cool. そうね。Missouri is in the middle of the US to a certain degree, and I always call it the state of misery, only because the police over there keep messing with me there. Yeah. Frank got lucky with his nurse, yeah. Japanese community in Oklahoma is very small, and I have to go to either Japanese cultural event or take the Japanese class to make Japanese friends. Oh, but it's nice that you found that community. The closest thing to a Japanese community I can think of near my area is Little Tokyo. Oh, Little Tokyo? Do they have Japanese people there still? カリフォルニアの話 You're talking about LA Little Tokyo? Asagi talks a lot about America, but very little about Europe. まあね、in this, まあ, when I include Europe, then I would say like West, right? And America, and yeah, my audience is like 30% American, 30% American. まあ、including Canada, then まあ40%とかね、majority. まあ、あと、my customers, I see they are mostly Americans. So, yeah, Americans, Canadians だね. So, that's where I tend to, mention, but usually what I mean is the West, the vast Western countries. Well, but you know what I mean. Sorry if you are offended. They're actually moving out of Little Tokyo, right? Right now they are in 名前忘れた. There's a new place in LA area that has more Japanese businesses and people. They are moving out of Tokyo, Little Tokyo, and go into なんだっけ? I forgot the name. It's in LA. Do you know? Does anyone know the place? I forgot. Yeah, basically that's the new Japantown in LA. It's still a mix of Japanese, Latinos, and other cultures. Torrance, Gardena. No, sounded different. Forgot about it. なんか I'm actually curious. 違うんだよね。Oh, I forgot. But I don't think it was Torrance. ね。そう。 Arcadia? No. No. I got curious. I got curious, but Fountain Valley? Hmm. Yeah, I'm actually curious. Yeah. Well, everyone says it's Little Tokyo, but no, it's not Little Tokyo. There's a new, like, are they quietly moving there? Like, secretly moving out and going there? I will, I will definitely share if I remembered. うん。はい。なんかね、そう。It's a new, it's very new. Like people, Japanese people there, locals, 違う、locals, Japanese people in the US, まあ LA area, they are kind of moving there from Little Tokyo. So, Rialto? No, I don't think so. I figured it out, but somehow I forgot. うーん。ね。うーん。ね。なんか、I got curious, but パサデナパサデナ maybe. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. うん。Irvine, San Diego, no. Maybe close to that, but なんかね I will, I will let you know. I will let you know in the next live stream. But it's time for me to go for now. So yeah, sorry for leaving a mystery here. But yeah, thanks for the chat. Thanks for coming back to my random chat. Tuscan? No, 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 no. Tuscan. I will let you know for sure. Yeah, and thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will do live stream probably following weekend. And alongside my short videos coming up every weekend. So check that out. Um, good luck with Justin's bear fight. I will tell him. Yeah. So thanks for sticking with the stream. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. じゃあね。あれこ